Right, so I had a fair few people asking me about how I go about editing my photographs on Instagram, and I thought I'd do a video to show you guys my process and how I go about doing it. So we've got these two photos here. We've got this one of a tree and then this one of a skater. You've probably seen the one of the tree before because I've reposted it on Instagram more than the legal amount of times, and then the one of the skater is something I snapped whilst out in LA. The reason I've chosen to edit these two photos is because they show a wider range of editing that I generally do across all the work that I produce. Alright, so the first image that I'm going to edit is the one of the tree, which is this one here. And the first thing we're going to do is crop it in. Stick it on 4:5, and then we want to get rid of all this foreground at the bottom because it's kind of rubbish. So I'm just going to pull it up to there because I want to keep the mountains in it. I want the tree to be nice and prominent, probably make it a bit tighter than that. Cool, there we go. Now the reason I do that at the start is because I want to see the canvas that I'm working on. I don't want to see the whole photo and edit something that I'm not going to see in the final product, you could say. So we crop it right at the start. Next we do the lighting, which is here. Now I want this photo to have a 35mm film effect to it, so I'm going to edit accordingly. So with this, we're just going to up the blacks on the point curve and then bring the whites down so it makes it look a little bit flatter. Saying that I do that on every edit I do, but it helps with the sort of flat film effect that I'm going for. After that, we're going to up the contrast a little bit. Highlights are going to come right down just so we can see the detail in the sky. Shadows are going to come up. Lights are going to come up to combat the taking out of the highlights, and then the black's going to go up slightly as well. After that, straight down to colour. Saturation's coming down quite a bit, and you'll see sort of looks pretty shocking right now. But we're going to bring that back slightly by adding the vibrance, and then we're going to make it warmer by adding a little tint there with -7. So you can see the colour in the tree has come back from taking the saturation right down. After that, we're going to go into effects. Now you can mess around with the colour tabs here. So you could do that one and change it and make different areas brighter. I'm not going to mess around with that today just because it'll take too long, and I'm colourblind, so I get stressed and I don't know what I'm doing. So we're going to do dehaze, add some haze. So -10 is actually adding it. We want to add some haze, and then the clarity, we're just going to add that to define things a little bit more. Add some grain. You can see the grain coming in the sky there. And then detail, we're going to sharpen. Let's go back to the effects. Just kind of want to add some clarity again. Oh, and then optics. Now we're going to enable the lens corrections, which is going to make the image nice and bright again. The reason I do that, especially with this, is because I shot it on a wide lens, and you can see with this lens actually that around the corners it's darker. That's because it's wider and it gets the shadow from the lens, so it adds a vignette, and we don't want that in the photograph. But that now, I would say, is more or less done. We might add some more contrast there, but other than that I am happy with that one. So the next one we're going to look at editing is the one of the skater. Now in this photo there's quite a lot I want to take out, so we're going to use some clone stamping to remove areas. Now I don't do this a lot, but sometimes I just feel like it has to be done to clean the image up, so the person's eye is not as distracted as they're looking around it. And that thing is this lamppost and all these people. It was at Venice Beach, so it was pretty busy, so it was quite hard to not get anyone in it. But we can just get rid of them by cropping in like that, again, you can see this is quite a big crop, because my subject is sort of, I want them to be in the frame the most with no distractions. After we've cropped, I'm going to do the lens corrections straight away as well. While we're at it, I think both of them go hand in hand. And then we're going to move on to the clone stamping. So we're going to remove this pole down here. So to do that, I'm going to just zoom in so I can actually see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to paint that there as accurately as I can. And then boom, that's gone. And then there's just that bit up there on her foot that we can get rid of again with one click. Now I don't have Photoshop, so it's not the neatest of jobs, but for this it does the job, and I'm quite happy with it. After that, we're going to go up into the light panel again, once more up in the blacks and taking the whites down a bit. And we're going to start to slide these around. Now you can notice I want it quite a bit brighter, this image, so we're going to go for quite a washed out effect later on in the edit. So to do that, we're going to start by making it nice and bright. Bring the highlights down, bring the whites down, shadows are going to come up, blacks are going to come up, and most of the time when you do that they counteract each other and it makes it sort of look more flat, but you still keep the contrast in the blacks, which is sort of what you want. And then we're actually going to take the contrast down a little bit as well, so you're starting to look nice and washy and more pastel, you could say. Then we're going to go into colour, take the saturation down, again that helps with it look more flat, up the vibrance, and then again add some tint more towards the warmer side, just to help with the overall effect that I want. Oh, we don't want to do that. Dehaze, we're going to take that out, or add haze, and then we're not going to touch clarity or anything else. Got to keep it nice and sharp there, that's what we want. And then that is that image more or less done as well. If we look at a quick before and after, there we have the final image. Okay, so that's both of them photos finished now, and I'm quite happy with them. I'm going to end the video here with just some before and after so you can see the changes more clearly. I hope you guys found this video interesting and have made it to the end. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.